Do not be a follower of the majority. Live life on your own terms, because if you are walking down the right path and are willing to keep walking, eventually you will make progress. A brand known for its innovative taping solutions with a global footprint spread across US, Europe, Middle East and 40 plus countries across the globe. A brand that follows philosophy of sustainability. Sneham International takes pride in developing critical solutions for varied segments of aviation, optical and broadband communication, and extra high voltage application. Being an entrepreneur isn't really about starting a business. It's a way of looking at the world, seeing opportunity where others see obstacles, taking risks when others take refuge. Born to late Shri Amarnath and Srimati Snehalata Metrani in the year 1971, Shri Anish Metrani is an industrial production engineer. In the year 1994, he started his career by joining his family business Tapex Corporation. A desire to establish his own identity gave birth to Sneham in the year 1996. As they say, journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
After graduation, I joined the family business, which was a joint family business then. My family was making different types of tapes at that time. They started out in the late 60s, this company called Tapex Corporation, where I joined. And after that, the urge to do something on my own was very strong. So I got out of that business and started my own company, Sneham International, in 1996. And of course, my father, who was my mentor and guide, was a huge inspiration for me, and whom I believe was probably one of India's best technicians in the tape industry at that time. We thought of making something for a different segment altogether, that is for your power and for communication cables. One company in the Middle East gave us a break for our product, for a few of our products what we made, the new products what we made. And from then there was no stopping. And probably our customers in India, the future customers came to know that we had started exporting out of India. That's how we got our break in India, and there was a lot of respect for us for what we made. And then we started adding up to those products. So, and we made, like today we have almost like 150 odd products for the different segments, for the cables, for the high insulation, for the defense, the aerospace, and the Indian Railways. We are the part one suppliers. Sneham started with around 25 to 30 employees, and today we are 600 plus employees globally, including our US operations, TechTest, which is based out of Houston. We are globally today in the business what we operate are probably in the top 4 or 5 in the world. We aspire to be the number one in our business.
There is an African saying which goes like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. A huge empire like Sneham is built on a foundation of strong employee relationships. Leadership is not about one person, it's about investing in the growth of others.
Employees have been Sneham's biggest strength. We are trying to create an ecosystem over here where we can retain the talent and make it grow over here. And most of the senior staff today have joined this company when they were quite young and just out of college. I'm glad we could retain them and they could grow with the company. I wish that that Sneham becomes the preferred choice for the youngsters in Belgavi instead of the bigger metro cities, and we can nourish the talent in Sneham.
I've been fortunate to be a part of this great success story of Sneham International. Of course, now Sneham Taping Solutions Private Limited, under the leadership of our MD, Mr. Anish Metrani, a self-driven person. He's always ready for the grind, highly passionate about the work what he does. In fact, he never rests on his laurels.
It's been 22 years I'm working with Sneham, and it is a long journey. It was a very good journey, in fact. Our MD is as a leading managing director. So his creativity, his dynamism, his acceptability, his commitment to the work, towards customer is amazing, and it is very much encouraging for us to work furthermore and contribute towards the company's progress.
Anish is a very kind, very humble, a very gentle soul ever since I met him, and he continues to be the same even today. You can always rely on Anish. He makes sure that his work reflects the values of his family, his friends, the town that he grew up in, that is Belagavi, a town that he has helped put on the business map of the world and the country India.
Anish Metrani, an entrepreneur in his own right, with a vision to tape the world, he has scaled up the business to great heights with global operations and workforce of 600 employees, exporting to over 40 countries. Developed technology for high-end products, having many applications and are manufactured in 4 plants. A leader with global outlook and has embedded a value culture in his company. Cares for people and does many social activities. Wishing him best luck in his future endeavors.
Hello, my name is Nitin. I've been a close friend of Anish Metrani for the last 4 decades, and it's been great from my part to have him as a friend, as a brother, and a very close family member. I'm blessed to have him as my friend for last 4 decades.
For a tree to grow and flourish, the roots need to be strong. Similarly, for an entrepreneur to grow and prosper, family support should be strong.
A successful entrepreneur's wife is his Ardhangini, who shares all of his ups and downs and is a powerful support pillar in his life.
Good evening everyone, I am Mrs. Akshita Anish Metrani. The very first thing I want to tell about my husband is that he is very simple and dedicated person. He is very passionate about his work. For him, work is like worship. Joined family business when he was just 23, and from then for him it was no looking back. He very well balances between his family and his work. Though he used to travel 15 days in a month, he used to give equal time to his kids and me. Since 25 years of marriage and 2 years of engaged life, I've deeply known him that he is very compassionate, loving, caring, and a supportive husband. I feel very lucky and blessed to have him in my life.
For a son, his mother is his biggest inspiration, and for a mother, her son's success is her greatest accomplishment.
मैत्रानी परिवारातर्फे तुम्हा सर्वांना मनपूर्वक स्वागत आहे. मला 2 मुलं, एक अनिश आणि सुनीश. त्यातला अनिश मोठा आणि तो खूप लहानपणापासून खूप हुशार आणि मेहनती आहे. त्याचं शिक्षण पूर्ण झाल्यावर तो आपल्या वडिलांच्या बिझनेसमध्ये जॉईन झाला. स्नेहम इंटरनॅशनल हे नाव काय आहे ना, ते माझं नाव स्नेहल आहे, त्यांचं नाव अमर आहे. या दोघांच्या कॉम्बिनेशनने त्यांनी ते स्नेहम असं इंटरनॅशनल असं त्यांनी नाव ठेवलं त्याला. त्याच्या मनात एक जिद्द होतं की आपण आपल्या बिझनेस काय नाही खूप मोठा वाढवायचं आणि आपल्या वडिलांचं नाव सार्थक करायचं. त्याच्या आईची सदैव इच्छा आहे की त्याचे आशीर्वाद त्याच्या पाठीशी आहेत. त्याच्या आईची त्याच्या आशीर्वाद पाठीशी आहेत. तर गणपती बाप्पा त्याला कायमचं सुख देव, शांती देव, समाधान देव, हीच गणपतीच्या चरणी माझी प्रार्थना आहे.
A banyan tree grows huge, sprouts its dangling roots, and the same roots become a support to the tree over a period of time. The same way, parents nurture their children to develop their conscience, while the children, taking the inspiration from their parents, carry on the legacy of their family.
Hello everyone, my name is Anish Metrani.
Hi, I'm Anish Metrani.
So my relationship with my father has been more like Tom and Jerry. We fight at times, and sometimes we are the best of friends. So I remember this one incident, like it was a turning point in my life. So I first got admission into BDS, but then I wasn't sure that if I would be able to do my MBBS. So then when I talked to him, he was an inspiration to me, because he told me that if he could do it, if he could come so far, and so could I. So that's how, and he also told me that there is no shortcut to success, and everybody has their own destiny to make. He's also always inspired me to be the best version of myself and try to achieve my goals even if they were small.
I think I agree with my sister, and I think my dad has motivated us to be the best version of ourselves. And I think his resolve and steadfastness are a few things that I've inherited, and I hope to be like, I hope I can continue his legacy or at least come close to what he has accomplished today.
It is a blessing to have a brother who supports your goals, understands your vision, and inspires you to pursue it.
Hi, I'm Anish Metrani. Anish is the elder brother, a mentor, a guide, father figure. He is a workaholic. If you tell him to work 24 hours, I'm sure he will do that too. He's a family man, loves traveling, good food, and he is religious. He always thinks big. Like his vision of the way he works, he says like, think big, and that reflects in the way Sneham has grown over the years.
It is indeed a great pleasure to speak about a dear person or a dear friend like Anish Metrani. My association with him goes long years back when we have been childhood friends. Both of us went to St. Paul's High School. He has been, I always thought he was kind of a silent kind of a person, but when he is in a group of friends, he can be very mischievous and very talkative when it comes to his nature. A very loving and very caring person.
In the middle of a difficulty lies an opportunity. Each step you take reveals a new horizon.
Starting Tech Tapes was an interesting experience for me and my team. After supplying to most of Europe, Middle East, Southeast Asia, we began a foray into the North American market, but without much success. We realized that just the business model of just selling in US without local support didn't make sense in the business what we are in. We thought of starting a local brand which appeals to the local, to the sentiments over there. So that was the start of Tech Tapes. We bought a warehouse in Columbus, near Atlanta, and we registered the company in US by the name of Sneham Global LLC with the brand Tech Tapes. It's our 6th year today in the US, and the growth has been steady.
I've known Anish for about 10 years, and having known Anish both personally and professionally, I would say that this award is much deserved. So again, congratulations. You know, setting up a business in a foreign country has its own set of challenges. From the very early days of us discussing the idea of Tech Tapes, Anish had this vision to set up Tech Tapes as a brand identity and not just an extension of Sneham International. Having this vision and a strategy to fulfill that vision, in my opinion, are the qualities that set Anish apart from the rest.
It's often said that data is the new oil. Instead, we'd argue that it's trust that will decide whether businesses succeed. There is a moral and business requirement that goes beyond maximizing profits.
There are new set of challenges every day. We at Sneham try to see an opportunity in all these challenges. If we are able to overcome them at the end of the day and keep our stakeholders happy, stakeholders as in our customers, our employees, and our vendors and all the people dependent on us, that's what gets the smile on my face.
Becoming is not about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. Instead, it is a means of moving forward. It's an evolution and a constant strive to become a better version of oneself. It's a journey that doesn't end.
26 years of togetherness, 26 years of taping the world.
So please could you tell us about the Enterprise Museum?
Okay, only that, but I thought I was preparing in my motivation.
So which question do you want?
Time to his kids and me itself.
अच्छा behind the scenes okay. मेरे पास आएगा वो.